Now, listen to me. First of all, understand this, that the way the spiritual atmosphere is structured is not the same way it is over here. Because if it's like that, you will not have respect for the spiritual realm. Manage really leave a magically mother. There must be something that the spiritual has over the physical. And no matter how a person, you see, upon how spiritual I am, I don't even know yet 30% of things that have to do with the realms of the supernatural. But as time goes on, you see them unveiling things. So this your consultation session is going to be a little bit long, because I will do a teaching before I face telling you what is needed to be done. So let's proceed, right? Good. So according to the question you asked about yourself, when a person is no more here, when the person dies, in every family, their spirit stays for a while, hovering around for 40 days. The first transition has happened when they left the human body into the spiritual realm, right? But there is a second step of transition, which is where they enter into the realm of the ancestral. Now, depending on the person's age and the number of times the person has actually reincarnated to this place, as they reincarnate, they come, they go, they are becoming stronger in the ancestral system of that family. They are going farther and deeper into a place where people around here don't even know them anymore. Now, maybe in their time, they might have committed something that will not let them have access, crossing into the element space. When we talk about the element space, we see them as water, air, fire, and earth. But they are channels in the realms of the supernatural. It is not what you think they are here. You call it water. On the other side, it's not water. Water is created for you here. They are channels. They are routes. Just in the simplest language. Hello? So let me explain it more. Let's assume someone coming from Anambra, Benin, Enugu, Port Harcourt, and we're all going to Lagos. We will still meet at Ore. And everybody is heading to Lagos, but we came from different locations. Let's say Lagos is Earth. Lagos is the world where you're going to. And then Port Harcourt is water. Enugu is air. Anambra is, fire. Everybody coming from those places, all of us are going to the earth. That's this earth realm. When you are done from earth, you will go through that same route back, depending on timing and positions. You still have to go back through the ancestral to the spiritual family, and then, down to the element space. That is where they stop. They will still return first to the ancestral. But some things might have been committed by this person, and the element space rejects this person. After 3 to 4 times coming to earth, maybe the person lived some kind of life that is not pure, that should not be reckoned with. Things like killing people or sleeping with maybe your sister, because so long as the culture and tradition calls this thing an abomination, the spirits assigned it to be an abomination. And then you see this person does such things. This one is that this is a part of this person's lifestyle. Maybe sleeping with people's wives up and down, sleeping with people's husbands up and down, committing abortions, stealing from people, and you feel you're playing a fast one. The element space, when the person gets to the gate to pass, are you listening? Good. And then before you know what, the element space rejects that person because they don't want the person to come into their space and defile that place for them, or any of those kind of things. They will strip the person of some certain benefits. And you see someone that was wealthy on earth, on the other side the person is suffering. If you go to Alpha will tell you that your great-grandfather or your grandfather has no portion in the realms of the supernatural when portions are being given to people duly. Follow me gradually. I like to teach most times when I'm doing consultations, all right? So the people that rejected this person is from the element space, either from the water, air, fire, or earth element. They don't want this person to come back to them. So Oga, stay in that ancestral realm where you are until you find a way to fix your way right. Now, let's say another soul is coming into earth and wants to take a form. And this person was able to negotiate with that soul and say, okay, let me come to earth through you and reincarnate so that I can fix and pay for the things that I have broken, for these things that I have done, so that the element space will accept me. If the person agrees, that is where we have the case of reincarnation. But if not, listen, the soul is an intermediary between your spiritual self and your physical self. So these people want to come into earth to pay for what they did so that their element space will accept them. But then it takes time to see a gullible fellow that will come in and say, okay, maybe there's something this person is sold to him or her. They won't tell you they killed somebody to collect their financial star, but they will tell you, I had financial stars that I took. The mantle is still there. When I get to earth, I'm going to pick it up and I will be the most wealthy person. And you, knowing that where you're going to on earth, the currency there is money, finances, you know. Are you listening to me? Pay attention. And then they let this person to come in through them. You now wear a body that has been designed for you. The book of Psalms, I think it's 92 or so. Thou desirest not sacrifice from me, but a body you have prepared for me. So you don't need anything to be given to God on that place. God is the one who prepared a body. But this body, a soul needs to occupy. But there are spirits that are waiting to take form so that you will have spirit, soul, body. The body, the soul, the spirit. This one in the center, coming from divinity. But this one is the one that is taking circles. Hello? And then you see that this person is suffering over there because nobody accepted them to come into earth through. They are ancestors, but they are bad ancestors. They didn't get gate pass to enter into the element space because they've crossed the 5th generation here. So how do you think they'll be surviving there? The energies, the vibrations that spirits need to go on, move on, they've been stripped of some certain things because of the abominations that they committed here. This is one of the reasons why you see a certain family in a certain generation. Maybe the previous generation, people made it, but everything crashed down, and this generation, nobody's making it. You know why? Because there are some hungry spirits that are feeding off the vibrations and energies that are coming from the people of this present generation, from their bloodline who are on earth, that are working so hard to survive. And you see that when they are working, all their gains, spirits are sharing it into two, taking one. It is a system in the family that is used to take care of the spirits that are there that have not gained their pass into the element space. And in a family where you have such people, my dear, breakthrough is hard. They might even prosper a little, but breaking through, breaking forth, breaking even is hard. And most especially a family that doesn't have the spiritual abstinence law and system put in place. Ndi bona akwe anso, onye na asonso, ezinu no na ngulu na asonso, na enso ngula na enso onya. That in this place we don't sleep with people's wives, we don't sleep with our sisters or brothers. It became a family thing before it became a culture or tradition. When you see families that have this kind of things, they prosper more. Are you listening to me? But the ones that don't have such things in system, or maybe nobody reminded this generation before the one that we have present, that this is what we have here, they are liable to create such kind of spirits that have been abandoned and rejected by the element space clan. Listen, when we talk about holiness and purity, we just think it's all about God Almighty. There's a restriction we create in our heart. The system of God and the system of the earth, there is something about holiness that counts, purity that counts. Anyone that is living life here and thinking they can live anyhow, something is waiting for them on the other side. So they are unable to cross into the element space clan after 4 generations. So they remain there. And this family have about 10, 20 of this kind of spirits. They will be there, sharing from what other people on earth are making. They are sharing it in pieces. You see about 20 to 30 people sharing 1 bottle of Fanta. Please, what thirst can that quench? I don't know if you get it. Hello? So in this kind of case, it's to call upon the Spirit of God based on sacrifice and covenant, creating it with divinity upon burnt offering sacrifice, to call upon the spirits that first originated that lineage, the very first person that started that lineage. Because hence it's still 3rd generation, it is still recognized as ancestors. 4th, 5th, still recognized as ancestors. But when it's entering 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, those ones, they are supposed to be elders in the element space clan, because nobody here even knows what they look like or what they sound like or what they've been here to do. You don't know them. Do you know your 7th or your 8th forefathers? Do you? You don't. So they've become elders of element space clan. Those ones, there is nothing they are coming here on earth to do again by reincarnation, except of extreme importance. This is why you see some babies, they are behaving like old men. Like you're looking at this baby and you know that this person, I saw one playing table tennis with the dad, and I'm like, really? At 2 years, 3 years, this is old souls in young bodies. This is who they are. And when they are coming here, they are very well equipped. So it's in extreme cases that we go to this extent, reach the element space clan and tell them that things are already going wrong in so family. That one person needs to come in and fix things. So what you're going through is just like this now. The whole family, there's confusion of how to do and when to do and what to do. There's a systematic pattern of doing things that this is the way it is with us. And nobody actually knows how to change things. People might be saying it or, feeling it. But are you trying to say it? Who wants to change it? How is it going to be changed? Who can stand in the gap? So it's left for you to create a new covenant to separate yourself. That is one. That you belong to this family by blood and not by spirit. That anything that follows the bloodline that is evil or negative, I am not among. Because it's a spirit that will carry it out to make it manifest in the human realm against somebody. That the spirit you want to walk with is no longer the spirit of this place. That you want to connect to divinity so that you start getting direct from the spirit of the element space clan, and a new lineage will be created. So that they won't be counting for you based on who reincarnated you. So that they won't be counting for you based on, the family bloodline and lineage you came through. And then you see yourself suffering for things you do not know. I keep saying this thing, but people may not really understand it. No, but you imagine it, that this kind of suffering that is in Africa and all that, and an ancestor that has killed people in their previous life wants to come in here and pay, and the negotiation between them and their chi is that 70% of every hustle they do here, that 70% of everything they make will be taken to pay for the things that they damage in the realms of the supernatural, for the bad name that they brought for their spiritual element space. 70%, and you are eating only 30%. You go hustle tire. I'm telling you. Nobody will want to do it, so they will leave them there. That's why all these people that are doing rituals, killing people up and down, kidnapping, cultism, occults, and all that, they feel they will go free. But the day of reckoning will come, even if not now, the next life, my dear. The next life. Yes, the next life. Even if not now, the next life. So it's to evaporate them into the outer darkness. Let them go and dissolve somewhere, so that what this family is making can be tangible in their hands, and the young people will do their normal hustle, make it, and the ones that are here to pay for what they did in their past life will pay for it. Your life and my life are not the same. Every aboki carry their kettle. You see, that sacrifice, it is very, very important. Very important. Leviticus 17:11, the life of every animal is in the blood. I've given it to you to put upon the altar for atonement for your souls. So therefore, a covenant between you and I is that none of you will eat anything that has blood. Take flesh, give me blood. When you get an animal, open the ground, slit the throat, pour the blood into the ground and cover it with dust, as a sign and covenant for the continuation of that species of animal. The same way trees grow, life grows also. Everything is connected to the earth is connected to water is connected to the air is connected to fire. And it is left for humans to make things keep moving. Now the whole earth today observes that law of God that says kill, cook before you eat. But he told you that the old laws of spiritual work is gone. The old laws of exchange is gone. That the old laws of atonement is gone. What do we have then? Go and check your Bible, my dear. For this process, a surname that has lasted 3 to 4 generations in that family is required. We will need your mother's name and her surname before she got married. That's the median name. And then you send your name too. That's the first step of the process. Now, quick one, I hear some people saying they won't tell you how to create the covenant because they want you to come to them. I saw that in one of the comment sections. My dear, the do's and don'ts of covenant and sacrifice is not something you just bring to the open. You don't bring things that are holy out to just anybody, because they will misuse it. They are not used to that fact. Your generation is messed up. You don't even know the basic things that you're supposed to know about your ancestry. Talk more of cutting off from a lineage and creating another one. If they give you, so you run and go and do 1 or 2 things, and then you endanger yourself the more. Someone who knows more than you should do it. Yeah, that's because of the question you asked earlier. Yeah. You will see a Ron's girl that is jumping from one man to another, asking for covenant. Tell me how to create covenant. Covenant for you to do what? Yahoo boy asking for covenant. Ritual is asking for covenant so that you would use it to do what? You know, one deformation in this generation is that so long as money is coming from this thing, that's the right way. But that's not how it is with the realms of the supernatural. So when we talk about covenant, people are expecting me to put it out there so that you go and do it by yourself. My dear, if they tell you the do's and don'ts of covenant, are you going to do it? Will you be able to carry it? Come on to wake up by 12:30 to pray. Somebody is asking me, can somebody bathe at that time of the night? 6 to 6 fasting. Somebody is asking me, can somebody still do that? I wonder what kind of churches some people go to that they've not taught you fasting. It means the spirit of fear and flesh has conquered you a long time ago. Because some people will wake up but stand up from that bed, they are afraid that somebody might just come, or somebody will come to that bedroom that is in their house and just carry them. That is it. It is better you get understanding first. People just want to rush to the solution. But you are supposed to grow, get understanding, get what it really means. And know that somebody has to stand in the gap for you to do it. And when things start working, do not forget that somebody did this and that. Just like you're following the page now, deeper things have been coming. You said you've been following for 4 months. You've been waiting for a day to just for this. There are many people out there that are spiritualists that if you talk about this covenant now, the way it is being done, the next thing you see is that everywhere everybody is creating it. Everybody wants to do this, everybody wants to do that. Whether they are doing it right, whether they measure up to it, or they just want to do. And a lot of people will still extort money from you people through that means, and you say, I'm the one. Chineke ayarekwe. Ọ ka mma na ive metela ka ọmụ na Chineke. Mana ọ bụrụ nwa ga-ala ka ọmụ na Chukwu. Mba, ọ dịrọ possible. People don't want to go through process. Follow the page. Deeper things are coming out. When you get your message, call for solution. When you get your message, call for solution. I am not here on my own accord, and I am not going anywhere anytime soon. I am still here with you. So mercy incense prayers will be done, and after mercy incense prayers, the sacrifice goes up. And after sacrifice is the element space alignment, and after element space alignment is the washing. All what it is for me is that people begin to live the normal and pure life. Don't do things because you feel you can do them, or hurt people because you feel you can hurt them. These things are waiting for you somewhere.